Allergy medicine. 28 April 2009, 11:44 a.m. 48 degrees, 35 minutes, 0.70 seconds north, 7 degrees, 44 minutes, 17.64 seconds east. I'm ready to go to sleep now. Ready, willing, and I hope I'm able. I'm completely exhausted, not to mention hungover and jet-lagged. In the last 48 hours, correcting for time zone crossings, I've had at most 6 hours of sleep. That's 6 hours tops, best case estimate, and 3 to 5 of those could be categorized as passed out from drunkenness, which seriously reduces your REM cycle, so crucial for mental alertness the next day, not to mention your ability to absorb new experiences, a skill I could really use on this trip. It's odd that I can do math in my head again all of a sudden as I lie here on this creaky, dusty bed. And just a few minutes ago, as I was carrying my luggage up the narrow stairs to this room, I was so tired I thought I was going to fall asleep right there on the landing. Have I mentioned that I'm not in the Hôtel Mercure Quartier Saint-Jean anymore? Oh, I'm still paying for a room there. Altogether, there are 5 rooms on my card, and there's absolutely no way I'm leaving town without getting reimbursed for most of those room nights, and the room service, and the bar tabs, and the pay-per-view. Of course, I'll pay for my own legitimate expenses. That would be, let's see, last night, 1 room, my room, even though I did end up sleeping or passing out in the Bierwagen, and I did buy a couple of rounds for the Rabbit Warriors in La Barre, and breakfast this morning for Bruno and myself and the 2 Gozillos. I'm pretty sure I picked up that tab. Those are my charges, my voluntary charges. You know what I should have done? When I checked out, I should have completely checked out. I should have paid for my room and my tab and taken my credit card and made damn sure that somebody else's credit was securing the rest of Henry and Bertha's traveling party. But did I do that? No, not at all. It happened like this. After breakfast, we went to the front desk, and it turned out that the Hôtel Mercure was booked full for the night, tonight, which meant there were no rooms available for the 2 Gozillos. So, okay, was that my problem? Well, for some reason, I felt inspired to play the generous host, and I offered to let the Gozillos have my room. Now, what I meant, of course, was that I'd move out and they'd move in. But it turned out there were all kinds of complicated rules the hotel has to follow when it's booked solid, and there's a waiting list. Rules about sécurité, priorité, and transferabilité. And the only way I could get some keys for my room for the 2 Gozillos was if I paid an extra 40 euros a night and signed some document certifying that I knew what I was doing by inviting 2 bikers in black leather up to my room for a 3-way. I don't think that clause was actually in the document, but it was definitely on the clerk's face. The negotiations took place in 3 or 4 different languages, so I caught maybe 30% of the meaning. Yeah, right, whatever, I thought. I signed it. So I took the 2 Gozillos up to the room, and once again it struck me how nice the room was. I've got to say, I wish I could sleep there myself. But the Gozillos didn't seem impressed. I tell you, I picked up something dangerous and violent from these red-haired guys. The old one with his odd feminine limp, and the young one with his big, strong hands. And with the document I had just signed, they could probably murder me, and I couldn't even complain. My bags were still sitting on the bed, so I grabbed them and headed over here, which is the Backpacker Fleabag Hotel next door, above La Rive Gauche. The desk clerk at Hotel Mercure called ahead, so they gave me La Chambre Meilleure, also known as the only room available. It's not that bad. Sure, I have to share a bathroom down the hall, more like down the hall and then down a half flight of stairs, and there's an inch or so of dust under the bed, which I discovered after sneezing 6 times. But I've got my allergy medicine with me, and there are big heavy curtains over the window, so I can get the room almost dark, which is a big plus, since it's almost noon here in Strasbourg, and I plan to go to sleep right now. I just took my allergy medicine, the kind that usually knocks me right out. This will be great. I can sleep for 17 or 18 hours straight, which will get me right back on schedule for a 72-hour average. That would come out to, between 7 hours and 20 minutes and a full 8 hours a night. I wish my brain would slow down. But I start to worry. Does everyone else know what's going on? What if they all check out of their rooms and load up the minivan and I'm nowhere to be found? I should call someone. But none of these medieval assholes have cell phones, except Bertha, and I don't know her number. I end up calling the front desk of the Hotel Mercure and leaving a note for Bruno. We'll be spending another night in Strasbourg, I say. Take it easy on the room service, I add, and watch out for spies and assassins in Paterini. The desk clerk seems puzzled by that last part. A private joke, I say, and I start to explain about the AC Milan fans and their red jerseys. But it turns out he just wants me to spell Paterini. Okay. That allergy medicine better kick in soon. Maybe I should take another dose.